And as I said earlier, welcome. Welcome to my brothers and sisters who are watching this or who may watch the recording. But before we begin, could we remember, especially in our soiree this evening, one of our community, Sister Miriam in Dublin, Sister Mary in Dublin, who's asked for prayers from the community. And it's important that we remember our brothers and sisters who are struggling. And we also remember Harry, who may be watching this evening or this morning, as the case may be, for it has just gone midnight in the United Kingdom. But blessings to your hearts, and thank you for allowing me come into your space, and for the next 30 minutes we shall break bread together in the name of all that is, our beloved Father, Mother, God Supreme. And we welcome Elizabeth and Eleanor, who've joined our community. So let us come as brothers and sisters whose hearts are inspired by the gospel of peace, as we embrace peace around this table. And let us share with the marginalized, the world's poor, the rejected, the unloved, for we offer this for them. So let us relax now. Let us come into our hearts. Let us find that space that is sacred to us. And though we are scattered as a community in different parts of the world, but the Father, Mother, God sees our heart, and they know that we love them, and they know that's why we've joined one another in this online community, to share the love of the Supreme with each other. So let us now light our candle and let the simple flame remind us of the cosmic Christ. We light this simple flame and we give glory to God. And we invite, invoke, and call upon the messengers of God who walk with us 24/7. We call on Kuan Yin, Magdalena, Gaia, Mother Mary and Isis. We call on the whole heavenly host and all spiritual teachers. We call on the Ascended Masters. We call on Michael and Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel and Metatron. And we now call on the Lord Christ, the cosmic Christ, to bless this time spent in love. Amen. And as we sit quietly in our sacred space, our monastery without walls, let there be no tears of sadness, only tears of joy. For you and I were called by name. And though we battle with many forces, we are loved. And that is why we're here. Because we embrace the I Am presence in each other through the loving respect we have for one another. And as we sit quietly in our sanctuaries, let us just be mindful of that in-breath and out-breath. As we breathe in, let us visualize that we are breathing in the healing rays of love from the Supreme. And in our out-breath, we are releasing any tension, any frustration, any indecisiveness, any pain to our beloved Earth Mother Gaia, who will recycle all our negativity and bring it back as positive light. So let us for a moment just sit in the silence of the now and visualize the light of the cosmic Christ coming into our being as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, let us release all that negativity, sadness, frustration, disappointment. And in our next in-breath, we invite and invoke and ask the messengers of God to prepare us to listen to the cosmic Christ. And in our out-breath, we release a blessing on all that has weighed us down today. And just go with the rhythm of your breathing as you relax in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. Just relax and allow the healing energies of love, divine love, encapsulate you as a beloved of God, as a brother and sister in service to peace. Embrace your peace. Become that peace. For you are the peace of God. You are the heart of the peace of God. And the moment you surrendered your heart to the cosmic Christ, to the beloved, the I Am Presence, you became Christed, an extension of Christ consciousness. You became the hands and the feet and the beating heart of the beloved in this incarnation. So sit with the Master and let us together listen to his voice speak with us, not to us. He will share with us, for we are his friends, his brother and sister, in divine service as he is. In the stillness, feel the ripples of love flow from the mystical heart of God into your heart, into your sacred heart. Be aware of your heartbeat now. Be aware of the two beats, that of the Christ and that belonging to you. And allow the two heartbeats, that of the divine cosmic Christ and that of your own temple of love, unite as one beat. Just be still and allow the transformation. And with every in-breath that you breathe, there is love flowing from the heart of the cosmic Christ into your heart. Feel it, embrace it, I would like to share with you, as you're relaxed, some reflections on the key words see and be seen. Prayer is to look to the omnipresent God and to allow oneself to be seen by a loving Father, Mother God. What is now easier and more simple than to turn our eyes upward and to see the light that surrounds us on all sides. God is far more present to us than the light. In our Father, Mother God's heart we live, we move, we are. They penetrate us, they fill us, they are nearer to us than we are to ourselves. To believe this is simplicity, and to think of this simply as well as one can. That is prayer. That is the power of prayer. That is the gift of their love to our heart. So how can it be difficult to allow oneself to be looked after by so kind a physician who knows better what is troubling us than we ourselves know? We have no need to bring this to experience much if we wish to pray. But we need only simply and briefly to say how we are and how we wish to be. Indeed, it is not even necessary that we say this, but we need only allow the ever-present good and faithful God to see. We are not to let the Father, Mother God see only the surface, as we do, but at every point we are to remain by our Father, Mother God and before them so that they can see us correctly, so that they can heal us, whether it is mental illness, whether it is a chronic illness, whether it is a congenital illness. Nothing is impossible with God. Absolutely nothing. We must not say anything to God or allow God to see anything other than what is in us. So we must eradicate all pretense and stop lying to ourselves. We must be truthful to the Spirit of God who is already within you and me. The time for pretense is over, and the time for truth is now. That's why you and I have made a commitment to be here, to be present, and to unite as a loving family who care. And our practical demonstration, though a tangible expression from our heart, God sees this. God sees beyond the many images we use, the many masks we wear, and sees beyond them. And when we are asked to spell it out, we have a duty of care to stop pretending and lying to our heart, for that is the sacred truth that we have within us. In my own words I come to you. From my own heart I speak with your heart. I do not pretend to understand everything, for I am learning too. And though it is a rocky road, and though we experience setbacks, and though we have to carry burdens sometimes that appear too great, such as mental illness, such as chronic depression, such as chronic pain, but they are not sent to us as a punishment. But we are invited by God to bless every situation. Yes, it sounds crazy talk, but we are invited to bless our disappointments, to bless those whom we love who have hurt us, to bless those who've rejected our love, to bless those situations that almost took our power from us, to bless our pain, our sadness, our disappointment, to bless even our unhappiness. And once we release the blessing from within, the negative aspect is immediately healed and transformed by the gift of blessing. And the Christ is glorified, and the grace, the energy, the strength that you and I need to face the new day, the new dawn, has clarity. It has beauty locked within the mystery. To see and to be seen is a gift from God, for we are seen. And though we may not see God, God sees us. We are seen right now as we sit in front of our laptop or computer. As you listen to my voice, I have no control over what I'm sharing, for I know the cosmic Christ. Before I began, I asked that the following 30 minutes be for the glory of God, for my highest good, and for those concerned, that is you. So whatever transpires here is not for any ego motive that I may have, but it is to allow the cosmic Christ use a mere mortal such as me, who has failed many times, to speak some truth to your heart, and to bring a blessing, to bring the gift of miracles into your life. For you are that miracle too. The moment you take your mind off self, the moment you surrender yourself, your me and your I person, God brings to your heart a very precious gift. And it is the gift of the word we. And the word we represents God and me, God and you. So when we bless the we are honoring our higher self. and we are disengaging more and more from the world. We are in the world, but we are not of it. We are in the world to do what we agreed to do, to be the person we agreed to be. We are not here as a punishment, and we are not here in this lifetime to suffer for past life mistakes. That is erroneous theology. That is erroneous heresy. That is not of God. We came into this life as a blueprint for divine grace. We came into this life to replicate the love of the Master, to follow in the footsteps of peace, to bring the love of a loving God through our gifting, our skills, and our prayer. And though the world may expect us to climb Mount Everest, that is their expectation, not God's. God may just want us to be still and to carry on doing what we're doing without making any fuss. Such as myself, such as you, Miriam, in New Zealand, attending to the furry friends, doing what you know your heart has guided you to do. To Elaine, Eleanor and Elizabeth, to do what you know you must do. To Harry, to Mary, and to all the beautiful friends who often join us. We are not asked to do the impossible. We are asked to honor the heart and do what the heart is guiding us to do. And that is where the art of blessing comes in. Because if we are doing what is right for us, what we know we must do, then we are working in that divine mandate from God. We are doing the will of God. But if we are chasing dreams, then we are running away from the reality. And that will never do. So let us now come around this table, and in the silence of the now, let us invite the cosmic Christ to speak to our hearts. If there is something that is ailing you, something that is troubling you, please share it with the Christ now, for He is present. And He has something to say to you and to me for this new day, the 10th of January. Every time you affirm your trust in me, you put a coin into my treasury. Thus you build up equity in preparation for the days of trouble. I keep safely in my heart all trust invested in me, with interest compounded continuously. The more you trust me, the more I empower you to do so. Practice trusting me during quiet days when nothing much seems to be happening. Then when storms come, your trust balance will be sufficient to see you through. Store up for yourself treasure in heaven through placing your trust in me. This practice will keep you in my peace. And we bless those words, for those words are from the Master, the Cosmic Christ, for your heart and mine. So let us just be still, and let us visualize the hands of the Christ with the hands of Magdalena placed on our shoulders. Let us feel their love. Let us receive their love. And we can smell the fragrance of the Christ and Magdalena in our in-breaths. And in our out-breaths, we sense a wholeness, an acceptance, and a joy. For the Christ is here, and He has touched us, and we bless Him. We bless Him. We thank Him. For we may not feel the impact of that healing touch right now, but in the coming minutes and hours, we will know we've been touched by Him. We will know in the recesses of our heart, we will know. We will know that He has touched us. Allow your life to be a testament to the miracle of God. For you and I were created in the image and likeness of God. When we entertain negative thoughts, when we allow the saboteur within us to take away the peace of God, we dishonor the divine within us. So let us place all negativity where it belongs. Let us release it, first bless it, release it to God. And let us take back our power as a child of God. And let us now reclaim our self-worth as a co-creator of God. We are a child of God. We are not has-beens. We are first-class passengers traveling on an ocean of love. So let us manifest that love. Let us reclaim that love, for we are that love. Be that love. When you look at your hands, bless them. When you look at what you do, bless it. And in every situation, give thanks with a blessing. Be still and know that we are loved. That we are loved, and that there is nobody who can take that from us. Nobody. I would like to finish our soiree by playing something for you that really does it for me. I'm trying to find the track, and it is so beautiful. But for now, just be still and enjoy the peace and the love of God. Touch you now as you embrace all that you are. Just allow the touch and the healing rays of love be with you.
What color is the wind? Is it yellow, red or blue? When he's playing with my hair, does he do the same to you? When he's dying, does his color fade? Is a gentle breeze a line to shade? Just like his friend the sea, the wind feels blue to me. Tell me something of the sun, Dad. Is his smile so very wide? When he sees what people do, Dad, does he find the cloud high? It's so kind of him to go away every night and let the stars come out to play. Will you tell him rain or shine, he's a friend of mine? Blow, wind, blow, wild and free. My daddy says you're a lot like me. When the blackbird starts to sing, do the flowers hear him too? When he's pouring out his heart, tell me, what do roses do? Do they cast their scents upon the air? This fragrance just a rose in prayer, giving thanks to God above for a blackbird song of love. Blow, wind, blow, wild and free. My daddy says you're a lot like me. I know its color, its shape and size. I've seen them all with my daddy's eyes. I know that grass is green, yeah. I've touched it with my toes, and the snow is purest white. I've felt it with my nose, but my favorite color has to be the color of your love for me. And Daddy, I've been told lovers always go. Oh, wild and free. My daddy says you're a lot on me. My daddy says you're a lot on me. What color